Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match day watch along, and this is the first watch along of the Women's FIFA World Cup. We're covering anyway, one that we're covering on the channel anyway. It is England versus Haiti. We're 3 days into the World Cup now? It's been a lot of goals. Basically the last 6 to 7 hours or so, there's been a lot of goals. 3 from the USA, 5 recently just from Japan. And yeah, and it's England's turn. After a 3-day wait, it's now England's turn to get our World Cup campaign underway as the European champions. And actually buzzing, but obviously it's Haiti. We should win this comfortably, easily, whatever. But the reason I'm buzzing is because new Arsenal striker Alicia Russo is starting as striker. Woohoo! So let's go for the team now. He's got Mary Earps in goal, Lucy Bronze, Millie Bright makes a miraculous recovery just in time for this game after not playing a single minute of football since March. Let's about that the better. Jess Carter's playing at centre back. Alex Greenwood is playing left back, which is how can I put this? Sort of expecting to go into it, but when you know that Russo's starting, you would think, a former left back will be playing left back today, but no, it is what it is. Georgia Stanway, Kira Walsh, but Champions League winning Kira Walsh as well. The most expensive player in the world, Kira Walsh. Ella Toon, the only player that wants to commit to Man United, by the way. Just saying. Alicia Russo, Chloe Kelly, and Lauren Hemp for the forward threesome, but obviously Alicia will be the player down the middle. So hopefully slotting a lot of goals in today. By the way, guys, do let me know how the picture is at your end and the audio is, if it's okay, because obviously the last time we tried out this new system on the MLS All-Star game, there was a bit of a dodgy start, so to say. So do let me know how that's playing out your end. But yeah, we're at home. I would wear an England shirt. I was trying to get the England away shirt weeks ago, but couldn't get it in a men's size at all, let alone my size. And the ones I have got, I can't find. Seem to get a hand to. So I just like, you know what? Let's just put a normal t-shirt on and just go with it. I can't keep wearing fucking Arsenal shirts every watch along I do. Oh dear. Big up Ange joining the chat. How you doing, Ange? Thanks for last night as well. Fantastic job. The audio for your podcast is already up on Spotify and all that, and all the other audio platforms. As of last night, late last night, Ian, because I got caught up in things and while waiting for it to download, and then just a bit of a pain in the ass. Sorting it all out, but it's sorted now. It's all up. As you know, I've been promoted it as well on Twitter. I will re-promote it again after this stream as well. But yeah, fantastic work there last night. Really enjoyed the podcast and I get a lot of positive feedback already. Hopefully, as you say, in terms of your issue with Virgin Media, hopefully that gets sorted ASAP. At least we've got, obviously, as you said, at least we've got until October now, because in terms of WSL wise, we've got until October when we start on the WSL to get that sort, to hopefully have that all sorted and no issues there. Oh, Emerson in the chat as well. Big up Emerson. So the gang in the chat says, and then John's there says, "What we on? Looking good, yeah." I'm shattered. Because the plan was, I'll be honest, the plan was to sort of at least catch the first half of the USA game. They played against Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam, that was it. Obviously, USA won 3-0, but I was just crashed. My body was crashing, so I was just like, you know what? Because I didn't want to oversleep and miss this. So, in bed, let's just crack on and see what happens. From there, wake up, see what happens. 3-0. When you think, what was it? 300-1 Vietnam was to win yesterday. 3-0 isn't not a great result in the grand scheme of things, but in terms of where they are as part-timers against full-time defending champions USA, that's not the worst thing in the world. could have been a lot worse. I was expecting a lot worse. Japan got us up last time for the last 2 World Cups. They just won 5-0. Tom, since I mentioned you say, oh, trust Tom to come into this. It's only took him how many decades, Tom? How many decades, roughly? Oh dear. But yeah, in terms of this game, obviously, as I say, I'm happy with the lineup. I'm ecstatic. That's my main thing going into this World Cup, as you guys know, from the watch-along we did against Portugal before they travelled out to the New Zealand, Australia, or Australia in this case, because obviously that's where they're based at the start of their tournament. Trying to think now. Yeah, my main concern was that Vuso wouldn't get a start. Basically, wouldn't be the starting striker. That I can't remember the name now. Gone blank. Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah. Lottie has her as a striker as in her dream team as well. So it doesn't seem my head in, but either way, I can't remember the name. Plays a Villa. Was the left back now? Oh, God, it's gone. Either way, I thought the former left back now turned striker was going to be our starting striker, which for me wasn't the most ideal thing. Let's be honest. Going by what I've seen, going from what I've seen, building into this World Cup, obviously the Portugal game and then the highlights from behind closed doors and all that. I was going to say I wasn't impressed with what I saw in terms of. I can't remember. The name's gone, but either way, it'll come to me in a minute. Rachel Daly, that's it. Rachel, thank you, Emerson. Rachel Daly. Why do I have Wolves in my head for God's sake? I know Wolves spoke to Barcelona and she's a CDM or whatever. Don't know why, but yeah, Rachel Daly. It's surprising, considering she's not starting as a striker. I would have thought they'd put her at left back at the very least, give us a minutes there. No, obviously not. I put Alex Greenwood down instead, apparently. But Russo, which is going on against Portugal, and you guys can go back and check it out. When I was praising this before it was officially confirmed that she's come to Arsenal. I was praising Russo because of what she was doing from the second she came on at half time against Portugal to the end. What she was doing in that second half was vast superior to what Rachel was doing in the first half. Russo was getting involved, getting stuck in, asking questions of the defence, stressed in the defence, getting a few shots off, testing the goalkeeper. Whereas, with all due respect to Daly, she wasn't doing that in the first half against Portugal. So I wanted Russo to start this game. I wanted Russo to be our striker, our first choice striker. And I know it's Haiti, so we can't read too much into it. But hopefully, it's a good sign. If she can have a good game today, get a couple of assists, maybe a hat trick and a couple of assists, play the match performance, etc., etc. She could narrow a place down for the starting 11 going forward in this tournament, which would be ideal. And the only thing that obviously goes in my favour of this argument is that obviously last year in the Euros, I know it's on home turf and all that, but Serena Wiegmann doesn't like to change her 11 much unless she has to because of injuries. He doesn't like changing her 11 during a tournament. John's going for a 5-0 England for his prediction. Guys, also get everyone else in the chat, get your predictions in as well. I'm going to go for 7. I'm going to go for a 7-0 just because of obviously we're the European champions. We're a professional team. Haiti, I think they're semi-pro still. Haiti. And I think the players we have, we'll just completely push them to the side. And as I say, these teams are coming out on my screen now, out of the tunnel. But yeah, do get your predictions in the chat, by the way. Just score predictions and who do you think will be playing a match, etc. Our stand-up player. Tom, I predict Haiti will one shot. Well, on target or off target, or just in general. Russo. teams ready for the national anthem pre-match handshake. My prediction is 3-0. Okay. We've got Chris in the chat. Says morning, everyone. Big up, Chris. How you doing? I'm assuming everything's going well on the stream so far. There's no me sounding like a fucking Dalek from the original era of Doctor Who, to, like the other night was. I'm assuming everything's good on the stream, guys. So yeah. Oh dear. I've had to put my lights on, by the way, because it's literally overcast outside and it's getting dark. So I've had to put my lights on just in case. Well, there's no rain due until later on, but you never know in England. Everyone else is having decent weather this point of the year, like the last couple of weeks or so. We're having this. We're having a couple of days decent weather, and then crap. But we are due a heat wave soon, I think. A proper heat wave. This will be fun. Oh, in general, it would be hilarious if Haiti won, though. No, it would not. It really wouldn't. As European champions, it really wouldn't. It's my 30th birthday today. Is it actually your birthday, or is it a situation of yesterday with Tom? It's not. You're saying it's your birthday, but it's not your birthday. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. Obviously, Liverpool can't let you down today, so yeah, all good there. Obviously, hopefully you have a good day, and might see you later on, depending on what you've got planned for your birthday in general. But might see you later on for the Man United Arsenal Man United Watchalong at 10:30 UK time kickoff. Dylan in the chat, big up Dylan. Got up happy birthday messages to Chris now. It really is. Okay, cool. It's saying because obviously Nemeth the nightmare. Nemeth completely caused anarchy for Tom in the chat yesterday. I was behind the scenes and just watching Tom have a meltdown every time someone says happy birthday. He's like, it's not my birthday. I'm surprised Tom hasn't checked out the comment section of yesterday's podcast, by the way, because I think Nemeth left a little message for Tom in there as well. It is a 10-0 kind of game. It's got to be there's no way we've got to abolish them just to send out that message, because more than anything, send out the message more than anything because of the injuries we've got in terms of no Leah, no Beth. We almost had no Mini Bright, which technically I don't get what he's doing. He hadn't played for fucking March, but yeah. Who was we missing? Obviously. Jill Scott's retired, and who's the other one? White's retired as well from last year's squad. But in terms of the injuries we've got, Beth, Leah, Kirby, and there's someone else I'm missing. They all started last year. Obviously, we're missing one of them's our fucking captain. One of them was our player of the tournament last year and top goal scorer. Was it the anniversary today? Oh, bloody hell. Emerson saying also it's a year today that Miss Arsenal left us very politically. So I don't know. I knew it was close, but I didn't know it was today. Bloody hell. Well, there's a sign for us. Obviously, there's a massive average to the women's game as well. Always at Boreham Wood. And when the games at Emirates as well. Or at every single women's game as well. Oh, dear. Bloody hell. Yeah. Didn't know that. Okay. Well, thoughts and prayers go out to the family again on the anniversary and all that. I'm surprised everyone believed them so swiftly. Every time we have football was found, I'll have to check. I would be confident to win the World Cup if we had Mead and Williamson, but because they are injured, I don't know. That's the thing, because obviously, as I mentioned, Leah is our captain. No, first and foremost, she's our captain. She's the leader of this squad. She has that oomph about her, basically. And when it comes to the big games, she has that leadership to get us through the moments that we need to get through in the difficult times, like we saw in the final last year in the Euros. She went from being in the midfield, dropped into defence, helped out Millie, and I think who it was now, but dropped in and helped out that defence when it needed to be helped out, basically. And Bev, I mean, player of the tournament, top goal scorer, you name it, she got it all. Take that out of you take them two out of the squad. It's interesting to see where we are, basically. That's all I'm saying. Chris saying thanks to everyone. We've got Steve Smith said it should be a walk in the park, but many teams, including England, in the Euros, struggle in their first game, especially against unknown opposition. Yep. Hopefully, don't struggle today, though. Hopefully, touch wood. Leo and Beth also our best players. England kick off. All the players took the knee. Okay, cool. You're about 30 seconds. 30 seconds ahead. Just kicked off on my screen. There we go. There we go. I might put the volume on a slightly bit. Allows me 1 sec. No, not that. No, I've got to wait now. But we are underway. Now, 20 seconds in on my screen. Seb Hutchinson and Emma. Oh, okay. Actually, no, I'll take that. I'll leave the commentary off. Actually, I'll just sit here and watch it. If you guys, I cannot stand Emma Hayes, even as a commentator. No, for God's sake. I will say this. Actually, I haven't mentioned it yet. In podcasts or on Watchalongs, and I think, oh, we go Haiti on the attack here. 1 sec. Haiti are playing in an all red kit, by the way. Literally all red. Shirts, socks, shorts, you name it. And England playing in their home colours of white and blue trim there, blue shorts, and white socks. I was before I was distracted there. 1 sec. Haiti corner. This ain't good. This is not a good start for the first minute. But anyway, right, Ian Wright has been a massive advocate for the women's game, right? Did a fantastic job last year. I think the BBC I was working with. Yeah, the BBC. It was the BBC. He was one of the pundits of the BBC for the Euros, yeah. Fantastic job. We fast forward a year. Still been a massive advocate of the women's game. Was part of the punditry team for the Portugal game, for the World Cup. Yeah, BBC and ITV have seen fit that neither of them take him on. And I don't get that. That really irks me. Guys, I'm sitting in silence otherwise. I'll say it lets me. Oh, fuck off with this bullshit. No. Oh, fucking hell. Go on, George. No, okay. Don't have a shoot. Have a shot then. Yeah. That'd be silly. Oh, Russo was there to tap it. That got through to Russo. That was 1-0. Good defending there for number 7. Number 3, sorry. The fucking number's a bit weird and shouts there. Number 3 from Haiti. But that got past it and fell into Russo's path as a 1-0. It's great for me because Russo's in my my team for my fantasy team, by the way, for the World Cup. Oh, fuck off. Oh, almost. It's pissing me off. Ah! Can't get fucking fucking. I can't be asked. I really can't be asked. Stressing over it. Another corner anyway, another corner. Here we go. Come on, girls. Come on. England on the attacks will be the default setting. Oh dear. Oh, good double clearance as ever corner. No, it's got to come back to Chloe again. Ball back in. Needs to pick up Chloe in white, not in red. That'd be fantastic, Chloe. Chloe? Who was it then? Put the ball in. Did Chloe have the shot? I don't know. Oh dear. saying this as well about Haiti, the goalkeeper as well. They've got Haiti goalkeeper, I think on the left arm, got a massive blue patch thing on her fucking elbow there. I don't know that bodes well for them. Just to say, to save your voice for a bit. I mean, otherwise, I'm just on my own, sitting in silence. Basically, it's not exactly bringing in the numbers in, is it? Anyone who comes in just sees me sitting here, just like they'll be like, "Fuck this, I'm out of it." But I'm actually impressed so far in terms of the streams actually holding out. Touch wood, no issues. Might be the source of her power as the blue patch. The blue plaster thing. Good shot. It was on target, but yeah, straight to the goalkeeper. She taking it under her feet properly, and got the shot off. Not done that straight away. That first instance shot might have scored there, but it is what it is. It's cool. But she's having a shot. She's doing what I want her to do. She's getting involved. She's getting stuck in. She's not going hiding. I mean, if she goes hiding against Haiti, we've got questions to be asking anyway. Oh, that's it. Yeah, as well. 4 p.m. for anyone new, because I will not be live around 4 p.m. UK time. Gary will be getting himself ready today as we speak. In the next couple of hours or so, Gary will be waking up and getting himself ready to make the travel down to the Arsenal versus Man United game today in the USA. So Tom's kindly taken over the hosting duties again, and he's hosting the 4 p.m. show, 4 p.m. to about 5:30, give or take. Sometimes might push to 6 sometimes. But yeah, Gary's going to the game today, so Tom's taken over. Got Tom, Sam, and whoever else have got lined up basically for the show. They have a lot to talk. They have a lot to talk about anyway. Obviously, with everything that's going on in football at the moment, the Mbappe news that broke last night. Now, that's obviously we'll discuss it here, but obviously Tom can use that as well for his show as well. What's this? My mate hosts me just hosting duties. your words, not ours. No, but the big news last night in the footballing world, outside of obviously Leeds and Arsenal and all that, and Premier League, basically, the biggest news in football at the moment is PSG have officially put Mbappe up for sale. He has not been taken to the pre-season tour for PSG either. He's been told to stay at home. And in a statement from PSG, basically they're justifying it by saying we want players that are committed to the club and to its future. And they're convinced that he's basically trying to go behind their back and agree a pre-contract with Real Madrid to join them next year on a free. So they're saying, no. If you're fucking off, you're going now, and we're getting some money for you. So they're down the transfer market, and now they're sort of have a bidding war basically. Who wants him more? Again, I know the owners are what they are. They don't need the money in that sense because they are. Well, it's oil money basically. It's basically Man City, but in France, basically. Just different countries have come from. But yeah, anyway, but from a business perspective, they're not the amount of money they've invested in Mbappe from the moment they got it from Monaco to this point. They're not going to go, okay, you know what, fuck off, basically, for nothing next summer. Let your money's contract down. They're going, no. We're going to use you, set you as an example here. You need to sort yourself out. If you don't sort yourself out, well, we'll just piss off down. We'll put you up for sale, make some money out of you. I think again, Arsenal fans will talk about Mbappe next year and this, that, and the other, and all that malarkey. Or in general, it's like, well, this situation is the only thing that puts me off once they ball in. Nope, bit Yeah. Rob got the ball back. No. Yes. No. 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 Yeah, anything that puts me off with Mbappe is this whole situation of how he's conducted himself in this entire situation in the last 2 years now, maybe more, 2.5 years since Real Madrid have reared their head and said we want you. The way he personally has conducted himself in this entire saga would put me off. I'm an Arsenal fan. I want the best for Arsenal. And yes, he's a talented player. Don't get me wrong, but imagine we bring him into the club and all that for the talent, and he does. He kicks up in what, a year and a half, 2 years into your contract. Yeah, I've done what I'm sort of bored here. I want to go somewhere else. And basically, there's a club interested in me that I would like to go to. And I'm basically going to cause anarchy constantly until you let me go. I want for nothing as well. I'm going to run my contract down, so you can't dictate this and the other. Piss off. That'd be the one thing that's the one thing that puts me off Mbappe at the moment, is his attitude. I can't believe I'm here this time on a Saturday. Big up, Sam. How you doing, my friend? Oh dear. Come, we've got to score soon. Come on, 10 minutes, 10.5 minutes in on my end. I'll give £12 and donate his registration to Game Down FC. I imagine that, Jesus Christ. This is a bit of a. Yeah, we're having possession, not joint possession here in this game, but we ain't doing nothing with it really, in general, like we should be doing. And with that, it's like nerves are setting in, sort of early nerves, and it hasn't settled down yet. And with that, Haiti are getting a lot more of the ball than they should be. They're looking half decent, which ain't boding well. Hence why I'm saying we need to get we need to get a goal soon and early as possible, because otherwise this could be a very stressful watch. I actually got about 10 to 11 hours, Mr. Greenwood, of sleep. Oh, there we go. Early doors football TV. Big up, Ryan. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. This early. Well, I'm assuming. I assume you live in the UK, or even if not, either way. I assume everything's okay. You're in either way. Either early hours in the morning here in the UK. Well, I say early hours. It's 10. It's quarter to 11 now. But still early for a football watch along. But still. Or late at night where you are. I can't remember where you. Oh, I'm literally. Can't remember where you are based. Basically, yeah. Mid morning. Yeah, mid morning. So you're UK based. Yeah, cool. Ball, sort it out. Come on, for God's sake. Could have again taken it under control. Was that Chloe? That was definitely Chloe this time. For fuck's sake. Fucking hell. Literally, the ball comes in again. Chloe Kelly this time. In acres of space. All she has to do is bring it down on the foot. Lauren Hemp. Bring it down and then get the cross off. No, I'm going to hit the cross on the volley and try and hoof it into Russo, who's on her own, surrounded by 6 Haiti players, plus the goalkeeper. You wouldn't think the likes of Lauren Hemp are experienced players for club and country. Oh no. Oh, Haiti on through, Haiti are through. Well, there's the shot, Tom. It's off target, way off target. You said in general, so that chance. Essex. Okay. It's hard to keep up with everyone. That's it. We'll have a channel to know someone's based in the UK, like ourselves, and then others are based abroad, based abroad, basically. So it's hard to keep up with who's where, basically, especially when I'm half awake. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, I'm sure you know what. Are we absolutely rollicking these players at the moment on the touchline? Because they're not giving a good account of themselves. They're having possession of the ball, but they're doing fuck all with it. When they get to the final third, they shit the bed. This is the European champions, and we're shitting the bed against Haiti, for fuck's sake. I'm a citizen of the world. I think we all are citizens of the world, Mr. Tom. Oh dear. You doing the main night? Yes, I am. I am, yes. 10:30 kickoff, so about 10 o'clock, 10:15. Nah, you put yourself in a line there. Well done, Chloe. Just get yourself injured. But yeah, so about 10, 10:15, I'll be going. I've just got, after this stream, I've just got sort of fun now and sort of set that up basically. But yeah, we'll be doing the watch song for that. Thankfully, it's not going to be stupid o'clock like it was the other night in terms of 1:30 start. Don't get to bed till 4. Some of this game finishes tonight. It'll be what, 12, going for 1 or whatever. So I can get somewhat, we're somewhat still awake-ish. Well, VAR decision. Oh, okay. That could be a pin for England. Well, again, I don't know. Sounds odd. Don't know what's going on. I'm just watching the screen. I'm literally watching the screen of silence. Basically, the referee's telling the goalkeeper wait. It is a pen. Who takes it though? Should be Russo. Should be the operative word. We get bundled over there and clown. I don't know. I was trod on her foot. That's why the aftermath of it. Yeah. Okay. As she's going to the ball. No, I don't want to take it on purpose though. I mean, I'm English here. For sake. Let's have a look. I think Emerson seems to be a few seconds ahead. Oh bloody hell! Okay. Just seen it now. Literally massive stud mark, all 1-9, all the way down in shin, basically. So that's gone through the shin pad. Jesus Christ! The penalty? Or she's been sent over to the screen. One of the two. Sent over to the screen. I think yes, been sent over to the screen to have a look. Ref's been sent over, which Premier League standards. But if this is Premier League standards, we know referee gets sent over. It's a pen. But it's a Premier League. Oh bloody hell! I just see it now. Yeah, the initial contact was high up on her knee. Okay, I won't say it was deliberate though. I think it was just a coming together. I wouldn't say it was that. I wouldn't say it was a deliberate foul. Oh, it's just a coming together, both going for the ball. One trying to clear it. That was all. Just, yeah, I would say it's soft. If it's given it soft, but because obviously the camera's now focused on Chloe Kelly's leg and it's massive marks down her shin, I think that probably goes in her favour. The ball's out of play. There's that as well. There is that. The ball was out of play by the time the contact was made. Well, they're now checking if Russo has fouled. So it looks of it to get to the ball. That would be that was given for that. That'd be soft as well. There's a defender doing a job and shielding the ball from the player. So from looking at Chloe Kelly, he's going okay, and then looking at Russo. The Russo one's definitely not. No penalty. No penalty. Again, I can't hear what I've said, basically, but yeah, it would have been soft. Give her the chop over right away, yeah. Oh, who's been booked? Who's been booked? So it's not a foul, not a penalty, but he was just booked someone. Pierre Louise. of Haiti is booked. So no foul in. There's no foul whatsoever. Definitely not a penalty, but you're booked. Have I missed something there? Haiti number 4. Yeah, that's right. Before you type that in, go from my screen. Like, what have I missed there? Because if it's not a foul, how can you book the player unless she's kicked off in the midst of it, or whilst it's all been checked? Maybe discipline side of thing, maybe. Booked, so she's booked it up. No, she's booked, early doors saying she booked a play for the challenge. So you're booking her for the challenge, but it's not a penalty or foul either way. But you're going to book her. Makes sense of that one. Okay, yeah, perfect. She's perfect for the Premier League. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, talk about being Irish. And I can say that being I'm actually half, well, third Irish, mum's side. Oh dear. And then as Elliot Dawes follows up, says that's what I think was the time because of the boot dragged down the shin. I think the fact that the cameras, these are UEFA cameras by the way, UEFA footage, whatever. They focus on Chloe Kelly's leg and the fact there's like 3 marks down her fucking shin. They was like, oh, we've got to check, we've got to give it to him. And then the ref's gone, no, fuck off, no way. That's why no pen. Okay. Oh dear. It's like I say, we're 21 minutes in, and still no goals. The only chance we've had is from Russo. There's been very few and far between. That's no dig at her either, because she's just going by what services she's been given basically by her teammates. So much she's now putting herself out in the fucking wing to get the ball. I swear to God, if it gets to half time, she goes, oh, fuck it, I'm going to take Russo off for fucking daily, and I'm going to go mental. Because Russo's not the issue here. Lauren Hemp, Chloe Kelly, and Georgia Stanway, they're the 3 main issues at the moment. They're not doing what they're meant to be doing when we're on the ball. Since we won the Euros and Georgia went to Bayern Munich from Man City last summer, she's dropped the ball massively in her performance levels. In my opinion, anyway, that's my opinion. From what I've seen of her, go on, Musa. See, this is what you get from Musa. Oh dear. Oh, I've seen a lot of Bayern Munich matches, right? All mainly the 2 against Arsenal mainly, and yeah. I'm basing it on the fact of the England international since the Euro, since he's been at Bayern Munich, and the 2 games for Bayern Munich against Arsenal. That's what I base it on. So I think a bit of her in that sense. Performance-wise, it just seems like she dropped off massively. Oh, could be. Is an ACL? Oh God. Emerson saying could be the first ACL injury Haiti player does not look good. Yeah, players has gone down. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah. Come on, Cena. Why are you just sitting there and taking notes? Why are you not getting up, giving these players a good working? She looks. To be fair to her, she does look fume. She does look fume. And also, yeah, this ain't good. That's definitely. It's got to be an ACL. She's barely. Why is only one person trying to help her get off the pitch? For fuck's sake, why is everyone supposed to get off the pitch first, then go back for the water bottles? You twat. Fucking hell! Use your common sense. Just prospecting the fucking injury, whatever it is, even worse. Joke this is. As I was saying before, for that, I saw the player get taken off and all that. What was that? I've seen it now. So he jumps up, Actually, no, does he land? I think it might be an ACL because he's landed. It doesn't look like he's landed down a leg or anything. Like he needs to twisted or nothing, and then boom. We're checking for another pen, are we? Come on. Bloody another check. Let's see, now literally, like, the camera's focused on the ref. Again, I've got no sound on anyway, because it's just been a pain in the arse. Yeah. So you guys are about a few seconds ahead by the sound of it. So it's not too bad. Oh, that's definitely a handball. Jesus, what's that? You need the goalkeeper suddenly. Are we playing netball? What is she playing at? I mean, that's got to be given. And if it is given, give it to Russo. Give the pen to Russo, for fuck's sake. She's our striker. Let her take it. You can't not give that, surely. Penalty! Yay! Yay! Now give it to Russo, please. I need the points. I need the points when you do not give it to Lucy Bonds, for fuck's sake. Do not give it. He's a fucking defender. The whole point of a striker is to score goals. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Jules Stanway taking that. Oh, fuck off. Russo is our striker. Simple as. A striker. Strikers, majority of the time, take the pens. Not fucking centre midfielders. But as I've fucking justified, now I've been justified in this, as I've seen it play out now, has been crap and dropped the bollock since he left fucking Man City in the summer to Bayern Munich. Doesn't even look confident. You give it to your striker. There's a reason you have a striker on the fucking pitch. Jesus Christ. That was a shit pen. I'm sorry, that's a shit pen. Fuck's sake. Pen Is it a retake now? For fuck's sake. Pen retaken off, for fuck's sake. Encroachment. Was it encroachment though? Was that actually encroachment? Are they just desperate to give the European champions a goal? 8th match running. Was it been a fucking penalty even? Oh my days. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. So I've just sat here slinging off Georgia Stanway. What is that? I mean, it was a poor pen. Encroachment or not, it was a poor pen. She didn't look confident at all either. This is such bullshit. Come on, you English by any chance or not? Oh yes, she's way off her line. Both feet are off their line for the pen as the ball. Well, as the ball's being kicked, she's way off her line. But yeah, I was ruining football. Oh dear. Here we go again. We go right way. Says it the same way, bottom corner this time. Keep with the stands in. Goes, okay, whatever. I'm not going to try this time. I'll just stay in my line on the spot. Whatever. 1-0 England. Oh dear. I should be celebrating, but it's just like the fact. It's just like, the thing is, if it be if it hadn't been for the miss in the first place, I'd be like, yeah, come on, get in there. Sort of, well done, Georgia. But the fact is, just had to be given a retake to score the pen. Takes a bit of a sting out of it for me. That is what it is. We have a goal though, so again, I would have given. Again, I'm old school, so I'll be giving. I'll be giving my pen to my striker in terms of those. I will not be giving it a fucking midfield. With all due respect, any midfielder, the attackers are the first point of call here, not a centre midfielder. In fact, I can celebrate the fucking goal. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's move. There we go. Oh, go on, Chloe. Go on, Russo. Go on. Oh, for sake. Let's go to war, man. What the fuck's sake? Oh dear. Let's keep giving England penalties until they score. It basically felt like that, didn't it? But to be fair, the rules are the rules, and to keep the wars off our line. So So I'm saying I think we should beat them without needing 46 VAR checks. Celebrate, Sam says, celebrating against Haiti is a bit like celebrating beating your cousin who's 10 years old in boxing. Tom saying, I want them to win, but I hate the culture of saying that average poor play is great. I've been sucking it off, don't get I've said it as it is this game so far. We have been poor. We've had possession, majority of it, but you're doing fuck all with it. But Emma Hayes and all that guarantee, the commentary and all that being, oh, what amazing, we totally deserve this. Nothing to do with half your team being on the pitch, but yeah. Exactly. Going to be controversial here. These players are complaining about bonuses and not getting what the men get. But seeing in this, you can see why the FA are holding back and just saying, I get what you take your opinion and all that, I get what you're saying, but yeah, but the thing is, these girls can come back and say, well, we've done something the men haven't done, and we actually got all the way in a major tournament on home turf, and actually got to the final and won it. That would be their justification, even though the levels are different, because obviously, yeah, there's some semi-pro teams and this and the other in the tournament. Not their fault. It's just what they're put up against. But along with the other professional teams and all that. But yeah, this game itself so far is not helping. We're winning 1-0 now. It really isn't helping their cause at all. The thing is, they've done all this and made a massive fuss. If they don't win it, the thing is they've put pressure on themselves now to win. They have to win this now to justify the public outreach of this whole debate, basically going into this World Cup. They've now put it put themselves on the spotlight where they have to win it now to justify all this whole discussion, basically, in terms of going into this, basically. But why aren't we getting the bonus that FIFA, sorry, have said we're entitled to if we were to win? And so far, not exactly. Again, this is a part-time team. With all due respect, semi-pro team, whatever. Last year we're smashing these semi-pro teams 8-0 and all that in the Euros, and now it's a World Cup on the other side of the world, and the girls are like, what do we do? I mean, look how they're playing against Haiti. We're the European champions. They're playing it safe, backwards and forwards, sideways, and this, that, and the other. It's like, fucking, come on, push forward, push actually forward. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing they're going to use against the men in terms of you're paying the men all this money. Yeah, all the players gone off on the stretcher now. The one that went down about 10 minutes ago, with like 8 medical staff carrying a basically also getting oxygen as well. There, it's got to be an ACL. Going by our own sort of history of ACLs this last 12 months, yeah, it's definitely an ACL. Poor girl. Hopefully makes a full recovery and all that over time. That's our World Cup over basically. After what, 25 minutes, something like that? Yeah, same. Yeah, that's what the girls are going to go back and say. Well, we got to the final on our home turf. We won our final. The men didn't. Oh dear. And if they do win this, then it's justified. And then as far as they're concerned, it's justified, and then the public of it all in the first place. But at the same time, as I say, at the same time, they've now put, because they've gone public with it, so publicly, they put themselves under that pressure of saying, "Well, we've now got." Well, everyone's going to say that we've got to win it now. We've got to win the World Cup, and when we haven't got a Beth Mead, we haven't got a Leah Williamson or Fran Kirby and all that in them big moments that we're going to need them in. I don't think we are going to win this World Cup, but you never know. You never know. The women clearly don't generate the same ad and sponsorship revenue as the men. On the Haiti in attack. The difference in advertising around this Women's World Cup versus the men's is huge. The gap is getting smaller. No, so fair play. It's getting there slowly and surely. Obviously, as you say, it is getting there. I think the massive thing again, the way FIFA conducted themselves. We did for what until what 5.5 weeks ago, 5.5 or 4 weeks ago. We didn't know if we would be able to watch this World Cup or be a blackout because FIFA be no, we want to make as much money from this as possible. You're gonna and all these are ITV, BBC for us, and all the other European outlets, broadcasters, and all that. We want to basically skin you basically for what it's worth. And that's sort of put on this whole thing because obviously with that because it was agreed at basically lastminute.com about the rights to show this World Cup in their respective countries in and around Europe. None of the major European countries could actually promote this properly the way they would have possibly could have done if they had the proper time to do it in. It is what it is. That's FIFA's fault. Sorry, that twat. Well, fucking was it Wednesday? But you all wonder how I feel today after fucking mocking himself, or not even mocking himself, taking the piss basically. Because he fucking turned up and guitar. I feel happy. I feel gay. I feel this. I feel that. I feel tired today. Oh, twat. It was, and I think I do mention that not just on here on Twitter Spaces as well for people that even women that put down the women's game and all that on Twitter Spaces. I say, well, hang on, the women's game wouldn't be at this level. It'd be in terms of where it is now if it weren't for the 50-year ban that was put in place X, Y, and Z. It was literally illegal for women to play football. Literally illegal. So how do you expect it? How do you expect it when it finally becomes legal again for women to play football? How do you expect the standard to be at that very moment to be matching the men's level straight away? if the TV companies won't pay anything close to the same as right to the World Cup, I don't know what the ins and outs of it was, but yeah, it just dragged on for a stupid amount of time until the last minute. Basically, Russo, no, Chloe Kelly, hemp, get both mixed up, fucking hemp. Does he? What's hemp? Genuinely? What has Lauren Hemp done in this first half? I know Russo missed times a jump there, but Lauren Hemp's coming in behind and just goes, literally just brush off her head. Doesn't even put any fucking power behind the head of it. Lauren Hemp has been abysmal in this first half. Along with Georgia, but she scored a goal. She scored a goal. Georgia Stanway. She's been poor. Let's be honest there. Chloe Kelly, in and out. Russo, when she gets service, been decent. Other than that, what can she do? And our midfield's there's no bite to our midfield. Literally losing the ball so easily in the midfield area, constantly in this first half, over and over and over again. No one had ball in. Come on, pick up Russo for fuck's sake. No, maybe not. I didn't say Kelly Kelly, I said Chloe Kelly, but anyway. How much time do you think we'll be adding on with all the stoppages because of the bloody VAR? Well, there 3 stoppages, wasn't it? So probably 6 minutes, possibly. Probably. That's pretty much the way this World Cup's gone so far. Oh, come on, Luce. You're better than this. Come on, Luce. Sake. Yeah, I'll say that. Give or take, 6 or 7, yeah. Now we go on YouTube side of things. Let's have a look. Close that, open that. Oh dear. Oh, for God's sake. Why do I always forget to do that? Well, not always, but occasionally enough. I've turned it on now. Monetization's now turned on. God. That's going to bite me on the arse coming in the month. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Come on, lads. Come on, girls. Well, could we get there's a score before half time? Another goal. An open play gone before half time. Go on, Russo. Go on. Bit faster the ball in, love. That'd be fantastic. Ah, lucky, Russo. Unlucky. Russo 50p, yeah. That's just missed time to fucking jump there. Swung ahead of it. Hope for the best. Didn't get a proper connection on by the looks of it. But it is what it is. Oh, for God's sake. Again, now is that Kira Washington's get was that George or Kira gets over the ball away again in midfield. Sloppy play yet again. Yeah, because one plays for Bayern Munich and one plays for fucking Barcelona, neither one of them will be taken off or held accountable for that. Or one of the two, but one of the two, as mentioned, scored a penalty eventually. They won't be held accountable by swinging at half time. I guarantee it. This European champions or not, this is woeful performance. This is a woeful performance from the team so far. You can literally name on one hand how many players have actually turned up, are actually trying in this game. You could, the majority of this team is just going for the motions basically, and it's been crap. All there. Oh my god. 9 minutes. I did on bloody hell 9. Yeah, hell. Certain of the words added on a comment. Jesus Christ, yeah. Oh dear. 9 minutes, Jesus Christ. Got Vicky Gardner's in the chat, big up. Says they are. They are what? It's asking they are. I guess you've responded to me or someone in the chat. I think this England team is playing with fire, treating Haiti with no respect. I just thought there's clearly an element of that as well, cockiness as well. But what 45 minutes into the game, these are senior professionals here, by the way, from England perspective, and they're just you would have thought 45 minutes into a game, realising that Haiti, as it stands, no mugs. They actually might sort themselves out. The ones that haven't sorted themselves out, sort themselves out, and actually turn up and get the head out the backside. But it's the same player again. Georgia Stanway, Kira Wolf give the ball away a few times in this first half cheaply, with no pressure whatsoever around them. I mean, the fact that fucking George needed to take the score penalty for fuck's sake says it all about her. And I said that's more so, as I said during this stream before, it's more so the fact that since he's left Man City to Bayern Munich, she has dropped off massively in general. From what I've seen of her, she hasn't been the same player as she was before, basically. Lauren Hemp has been non-existent. When the ball does go to Lauren Hemp, she's cocking it up every time, trying to cross the ball on a volley when she didn't need to, or she did bring it down on her foot and then get the ball across and face the goal, boom, goal. That would have been the case a few times actually. And then a few minutes ago, Rusa missed times a jump, and she's coming flying in behind, and it's literally this skin off her head instead of going, "Oh, I'm here just in case." Bang. No, it's slid off my head and going to the keep saying nice and easily. Chloe's been okay-ish. She's been in and out, okay-ish. Russo's been the most, again, I'm calling biased, but she's been the most involved in the game, basically. To the point, even when she's not getting service, she's putting herself out on a wing to get the ball, for fuck's sake. So seeing Chris's joke in the chat. Oh dear God. The Americans will murder a specialist first off. Yeah. There's that as well. This is again, when you think back to a year ago in the Euros, the fact that we were putting any semi-pro team we came up against, we were put to the sword 4, 5s, etc., 8s, with time to spare in the respective games. Now, I know there's no Leah. I know we've got no. We haven't got Fan either because of injuries, and a couple of others have retired since. But there's no excuse for this sort of performance. No excuse whatsoever. Yeah, Japan are in. They won 5-0 earlier. The game they were the game before this. They won 5-0. Russo doing great. Yeah. Haiti aren't even in for dead on count as England looks so flat-footed when going forwards. Yep. It's like every time we get to the final third, we're either running it into the defender deliberately, it seems, and then obviously get the counter attacks, or there's a nosebleed FC in a final third and go, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Are we European champions or what? I don't know. We've got a striker there. We won't give it to her. And then we're constantly losing a fuck. It's doing my head in. I honestly didn't think this particular watchalong out of the 3 group games would be this stressful watching. I thought this would be the one game out of the 3. Goals galore for us, and a clean sheet. Get the points, and we'll keep that, make it clear that we're here to compete. Yeah. Is Ian Wright okay? Just to see his tweet. He just tweeted out, by the way. I'm going to put it on my screen one sec. Ian Wright has tweeted saying basically he'll bring on Lauren James at a team, because he's been non-existent as well, not today, at a team. He'll bring on Rachel Daly for Russo. I mean, Russo's been a stand-up, actually one of our stand-up players in a good sense. Yeah, let's just take her off because I want Rachel Daly up top. The former left back, there was a left back last year. I'd rather have her up top than natural striker. Come on, Marty, come on, wake up. Chloe Kelly and him not getting past the fullbacks. Need to pass it quicker. Any mentions to a players I've never even heard of. I'll take Lauren James. Lauren James for 2. Yeah, whatever, cool. But would not be bringing on Rachel fucking Daly at half time. With all due respect, yes, he's a fucking top goal scorer for fucking WSL. Playing his block for Aston Villa. Was he's a fucking left back. She made a career as a left back. She won a European competition on an international stage as a left back. But no, we'll use the publicity of the success of the Lionesses, bringing their left back and making her a striker. There's another thing that's fucked this whole system up as well. It just does my head in. It really does do my head in. And now we've got, well, Ruth's saying that scored it, so we might as well take her off. Oh, fuck off. She's been the only. I'll be honest. Again, you can be biased because I'm an Arsenal fan. She's now an Arsenal player. Call me biased what you want. But Alicia Russo's been the only consistent positive outlay in this game so far. She's got stuck in. Her link-up play's been on it. She's had a few chances to score. She hasn't scored them, obviously, but she's had the chances of getting stuck in. She's stretching into defence. She's asking questions. She's making the goalkeeper work as well when she does get a shot on target. Who else has done that in this game? Be honest. Right, ball in. Oh, fuck's sake, Chloe. Strength. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, one sec. England definitely seem a bit wobbly, a lack of confidence, missing Leah's calm and control. Yeah, they definitely are missing Leah in that sense. I want to know how many points of vice captain, I'm sorry. And now, obviously, captain. Oh, Leah's out, so. I know you're injured, you haven't played. This is the one thing that annoyed me, actually, with Serena in a squad selection. Yes, I know Leah's out. We all know that. But Millie Bright, until now, this very moment today, hasn't kicked a ball competitively since March. We're now in July. Oh, but she's now playing, so it's okay. It justifies her selection. No, because there's players that are playing centre back, English ones, obviously, that are playing centre back that haven't been picked, but they've been playing since they've played since March, and you can justify them being picked because they've been playing. They've got match fitness and all that. But now, because we haven't got Leah, we sort of have to bring her in. We have to bring Minnie along just in case, and hope for the best. If it hadn't worked out, if she hadn't been available for today's game, and then didn't play a single minute of this tournament, basically, how then do you justify picking her? Oh, her leadership qualities. Oh, she plays for fucking Chelsea. Woo! Yeah, she's clearly showing her leadership qualities now. When it matters, it's half time, by the way, as it's been mentioned in the show. It's half time. Georgia Sandwich has been booked for something. I don't know what. And the team's been crap. The majority of this team, the starting 11, has been crap today, this first half. I can literally say on one hand, I can use half my hand and say how many players have been decent. Russo being the predominant one out of them all. And where's been his White's leadership qualities coming through here? Where's she getting beyond the team and going, you know what, girls, we need to up the levels down. This is enough's enough. Doing what a Leah would do. She hasn't done it. When it's mattered today so far, she hasn't done that. And Serena's going to go, Serena Bollicum. I've got this feeling that she's going to take off the wrong players. I've got this gut wrenching feeling she's going to take off Alicia Russo for fucking Rachel Daly, which will be the biggest mistake ever. Considering again, Russo's been our best player in this first half. I don't care what anyone says. I really do not care. If Serena takes off Russo for fucking Rachel Daly, who I watched against Portugal and she didn't do fuck all that first half, Rachel Daly, by the way, I will be livid. If she then doesn't take off either Georgia Stanway or Kira Walsh as a punishment for the performance in the first half, or not both, for the punishment for the first half, and rejig things there, I'll be fuming. I think the penalty save was so good it should have stood. This will be uploaded to tell us if their show is not hosted by Laura Woods. We'll save them a lot of time to. Also, give us a heads up in Luco, whatever her fucking name is, when she's a co-pundit or whatever. Because there's another reason why I ain't got the volume on my screen. I was literally, as soon as I saw it as a Luco, who was one of the pundits in the build-up. I was like, obviously Laura Woods and Karen Carney, cool, yeah. Especially Laura Woods, yeah, 100%, yeah. A Luco? I'm out, thanks. I'm tapping out. I can't listen to her drivel. Really can't. I want to go into this game with a good mood, not a. Oh, I've got to listen to someone talk crap just because. England looks leggy, struggling to keep up with the pace of Haiti, and not strong enough in challenges. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't be surprised if we see an equaliser in the second half. Oh God. Oh, going based on the performance in the first half, I wouldn't be either. But this is where Serena earns her big bucks and justifies her contracts and all that. Making the big choices now. And I would personally take off Georgia Stanway. I'll be taking off Lauren Hemp. Because even them two straight away. Because even them two have done anything to justify staying on that pitch. And every time Kira Walsh, you can't really take off because of Barcelona. She's been one of the best players in the world currently. As in, she's made mistakes. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the same amount as Georgia has. And Georgia has looks lightweight. Every time someone comes to challenge her, she goes, "Okay, you have the ball." It just pisses me off. Daly will score, but they shouldn't take off Russo for her. No, they shouldn't. That's my point. They shouldn't be bringing off doing like a like for like in that situation. No, and that would genuinely piss me off. They did like for like swap Russo out, Daly in. That would piss me off. I don't care what the result will be from now on in. Kirk says Haiti number 19 has booked and not the number 4. Oh, okay. Aluko and Karen Carney are trying to troll bait the audience. Yeah. Aluko, I'm not surprised because that's basically a pundit. That's basically been a punditry career and guest career on radio stations is to bait the audience basically. I mean, look at that situation a few weeks ago. The Arteta, Corny and Pep situation. I believe because I've done it. I've conned my bosses and like because I conned my bosses and other football director. I conned my boss into spending a bit more money by making up making a rival make an offer they're not going to be that won't be accepted because we'll come in and make an extra bid and all that malarkey. Because I've done it, it's so legitimate. It must be because I've done it. And when she got backlash, she pulled the race card again, and then she called the sexist card again. That's not the case at all, love. You just talk crap. It pisses people off. And whenever someone doesn't agree with you, it's there. It's documented now. Since she's retired, anyone that doesn't agree with her in a punditry career, if someone calls her out for it and says, "Actually, I don't agree with you. This is why," you're racist. And she wonders why people don't respect her the way that she would be if she didn't constantly call the race card every debate that's ever had, or the sexist card. It's like, come on. There's other people. There's other women in the punditry game. Karen Carney, Laura Woods, for example. Jill Scott's got into it recently as well. They have similar opinions, but because of how they conduct themselves, and they are open to discussion and don't play the sexist card or race card or whatever, they get more respect from the industry, more respect from said fucking audience. What was it? A few years ago, was it? Yeah, just an example. Karen Carney a couple of years ago. I think it was during the lockdown in the behind closed doors lockdown season. Karen Carney was working for BT. What game it was now? I think it might have been a Leeds game. It might have been after a Leeds game. She made a comment. Basically, she gave opinion on the game, but she made a mistake. She made a clear mistake. She made a clear mistake in putting a point across, and obviously got she got some pelters from social media and all that, people on social media and all that. But she came back. She came out on social media and said, "I held my hands up. I made the mistake. This is what I actually meant." Da 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 da. And it ended it. End of discussion, sort of thing. If that was the Luco. You're all sexist, racist, son of a bitches. Da 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 da. Fucking calm down. That's what I get more. I have more respect for Karen Carney. I have more respect for Laura Woods, Jill Scott, and all the other that come in through and all that because they're open to have that debate. She's not. She's like, I have an opinion. It's my opinion on the highway. Basically, if you don't agree with me, it's this. You are this. You are that, and that pisses me off. Carney and Leeds have history just in the interest of full disclosure. Yeah, it was during the lockdown season, wasn't it? She was a pundit. She was a pundit for BT for one game. It was the Leeds game. It was after the game and all that. She made a comment. I can't remember what the comment was, but basically to make a comment on the game and all that. Made a mistake, what she was putting across, and it all kicked off basically. And she had to come out basically saying, "Actually, this is what I mean." I wouldn't pick I probably would, as it's only football, but still, she is a bad. She is a bad taking machine. But at least she holds her hand up. Just she doesn't. If she makes an error, she doesn't play the sexist card or the race card or this, that, and the other. Aluko, every time Aluko makes a statement out there that people don't agree with, and she gets called out on it, every time, no matter what, she'll go, "You're a racist, you're a sexist, you're both," and it just pisses me off. It's a bit open to the debate. Have the discussion. Ask, have that back and forth, and find out why said person doesn't agree with you on said statement that you possibly made. But oh no, you got to go straight to the agenda card basically. Unfortunately, that's the state of the world these days. You can throw the racist and discrimination card because that they think it suits, whereas the readers know the truth is not always about them. Yeah, exactly. The ITV panel have not mentioned the Haiti player who went off with a suspected ACL, very poor standards, and just talked about the Haiti attempts. Yes, but considering it's Laura Woods as well, she's the host of this game today. She's hosting it all. That's poor. That's poor to her standards as well. So. Oh dear. If you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button, by the way. Absolutely obliterate the like button. Or do whatever you want to like button. Do actually hit the thumbs up button and do spread the word on this stream as well. If you can as well. That'd be massively appreciated. Oh dear. And whilst we're at half time, if you want to be like Tom and become a member of the channel for 99p or £2.99, you can click on the join, go to what it is now. Close the chat, press the black button that says join. That'll take you through to your options of the 99p membership or the £2.99 one. It'll list respectively what perks are what, etc., etc. You'll see your membership badges as well, and there's already a few emojis that you can use in the chat as well, Arsenal related, obviously, that you can use, interact with in the channel and all that. And the more membership we get as well, the more emojis I can add into that. That's it. That's set up as well, and more for you guys to have a laugh with as well along the way. That you can use, and again, as I say, interact with along the way, not just in watch-long form, but also podcast form going forward. It's there, 99p or £2.99. The prices will never go any higher than that, and the perks will. The more the channel grows, the perks will get better as well. Second half underway, no changes in England. Oh, for God's sake. At least Lisa Russo still hooked off, I suppose. Including this emoji. Tom likes to use a lot. Oh, come on, guys. Let's just better second half now. Come back to not just as European champions, but as a fully professional team, and absolutely put this team to the sword. I'm sorry, we've got to do it now. for so many reasons, we need to get the head out the backside and get rack them goals up today in the second half now. And run away for the second half on my end. Come on, girls, come on. Doesn't even jump. Oh my god. That was Killer Wolf as well, literally. One of them days today. One of them days. Hopefully this isn't the sign of things to come from later on for the Arsenal Man United game. I wonder if Ronaldo will start today for United. If he's registered in time and flown out to the States quickly enough. Kind of hoping not, because obviously, go on. Oh, yeah. Did everything right into the final ball. Everything but the final ball. I want to check. I just need to check, make sure this stream's good. Right, yeah. All good. All good. Good. Yeah, it's all good. I'm happy. I'm actually relieved so far. Sound and the pictures actually doing well for you guys. Your end. It's not like the other night, put it that way. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Oh dear, thank God. Anyway, this is not a good start, by the way. What, 2.5 minutes in and Haiti on the ball in the attack here. We're playing. If anything, we've started off worse than we did in the first half. Oh dear, come on, girls, wake up, please. Otherwise, it was just coming in and watching me watch the screen in silence with a clock in the background ticking away. It's like, this is what the people signed up for. Oh, don't laugh, you cry. Oh, lucky, we were so unlucky. I tried to go to goal down to a mistake and almost worked, almost. You have to word. So, did mini boxes get done there? That's, you know, Jesus. Yeah, Kira, can you please wake up along with the rest of the team? Someone take some responsibility in this game. And actually, that hasn't stepped up. I mean, the ones that haven't stepped up, can you just wake up and take responsibility and get us out of this lull that you're in, basically? And there we go, on the attack for the equaliser. Save for Mary Earps. Oh, Cantona again. No. Oh, get rid of it. There's the warning shot. There is the warning shot. Their first shot on target. Sake. They've had a million chances in the first half, all off target, thankfully, but it's the first shot on target. Straight down Mary Earps' throat, but she makes a mean of it, and yeah. But thankfully it's still 1-0. But that's the warning sign now. That is it. Now it's like, this is Haiti saying, well, We tried to warn you. We had some shots. We had some shots in the first half. They were off target, but we had some shots. We tried to warn you. You're not taking heed of it, so have this. God's sake, wake up! They should have done. They should have done. If the player hits that either side of where he ups, that's 1-1. That's all I'm saying. I'm sort of thankful I haven't got my volume on the screen, because obviously if I did, all I'd be hearing is Emma Hayes somehow, for some reason, bigging up this England team for sticking it in there. Sticking in there, sorry. Or another injury by the looks of it. Oh, this ain't good for Haiti. Everyone's gone down. And so Lucy Bronze been booked. Yeah, Bronze and Hemp booked. For fuck's sake. Oh, my days, why do I do this to myself? Hemp's got booked for a challenge, that's right. So what did fucking Bronze do? I mean, it must be Bronze must be booked for discipline, clearly. It's not come up on the screen yet, but yeah, Hemp's definitely been booked for the foul. I'm sorry, how's Hemp standing there like the way she's breathing, like heavily breathing like that? Which has been non-existent in this game. Let's be honest, the effort hasn't been there. Not just, I don't think that's not just picking her out individually, but then pretty much the entire team's been like that, apart from a couple of players. But she's standing on the spot, like you can see her literally like she's breathing heavily, like she's like conscious for descent of ball. So yeah, just I hope the Bronze book hasn't come up on the screen yet. So I was asking, must be descent. Oh god. So we're playing club, getting bookings galore. Sounds about right. For fuck's sake. Georgia, if you're not going to jump for the ball, you can get off the pitch. If you're not going to try for the 50-50, so please get off the pitch. So please. Look, it's just standing on the spot and hoping for the best. Come on. You're better than that. You were better than that until you went to Bayern Munich. That's what I'm saying. Haiti on the attacking on the counter. 3 versus 4. Kills gets the last ditch tackle in there before it's passed off down the wings. And now got the ball back at Mariap's feet. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, God. Seriously, Chloe, are you pissing me off today or what? He was one of the players I was bigging up, somewhat bigging up in the first half. Now you're thinking that you're falling into the trap of everyone else. The game's that poor. I'm now seeing that's the goalkeeper about to take a goal kick. Fans in the back now start doing the Mexican wave. Oh my God. Wake up. Ball went out. ball went out, right? That went out. It hit off the advertising board and went out. Came back onto the pitch, obviously, and landed on the spot. They did this stay on the spot. Did that? I'm not just seeing things, am I? I might be just seeing things clearly because obviously it plays us continuing as it is. Goodness. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are they on a mission that really pissed me off today or what? I ain't for this today. I'm not in for this today. Jesus Christ. Oh, dear. Who's playing time to get a drink? Is it Greenwood getting a drink? Thought it might be the sub, but nope. Oh dear. Routine save for the goalkeeper. Let's get some. At least we just get some shots in this game, but he's got just does need to put them in there eventually. At some point, he needs to get this ball in there. Not really other routine. Yeah, she does. She should. Yeah, she should have gone far post, not near post with the shot there. If she hit that far post, that would been 2-0. Sorry, the people would have got. People would not have got to that, but she went near post, trying to be catch the keeper out. Maybe I don't know, but it is what it is. At least Ruth has turned up. She's only one. I can now say she's the only one really that's turned up properly, consistently now for the first 57 minutes of the game. Well, again, another good save, another good shot though. Good shot from Russo. Again, getting stuck in, holding, getting testing that defence, but also asking questions of the goalkeeper, make the goalkeeper work. So there's only one. Good save. Again, another good save. Don't get me wrong. The goalkeeper, but a clean shot. Nice clean shot from Russo again. Oh dear. Will be balled in. That was shocking. Who's that? Who was that taking that corner? That's fucking awful. Another, both corners are fucking woeful. Give me strength. Oh, God. I actually thought when we got that goal, lucky as it was in the end because of the circumstances of it all, I honestly thought that'd be the kick up the arse to wait the girls up and kick on for this game. Hasn't happened so far. as a second majority. Not him running into trouble, FC again. Across the pitch. Well done, Millie. Right foot booting the ball out into touch. Lauren James is coming off a Hemp. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Again, that makes sense because Hemp, again, has been a player that hasn't turned up today, hasn't performed to her standards. I'm not even clapping for Hemp to come off and all that or whatever. I'm clapping for her performance. It's been crap. Doesn't justify it. And it comes on. Oh, no, again, sorry for sitting in the silence, guys, but it's just like there's nothing really to say about this game. It's just so crap and drab, and there's again no excitement to it because obviously it's 1-0, and that's it. It's just like we're not doing anything apart from Russo. Nothing's actually happening in this game to get me off my seat or get you guys off your seat, get the discussion flowing to the point that literally this at one point this stream had 15 odd people in this stream at one point. The game was that poor as Haiti on the counter attack here. And the game's been that poor, people are left. They're thinking, well, we've got better things to do in our life than have to watch this gamery, the game. Oh dear. I don't have that luxury. I'm like, it's my channel. I can't just walk away. Oh my god, what a defending line. I mean, seriously, what is this? Again, we talk about Millie Brighton, her leadership as a captain, a so-called captain. What is she doing? How's she leading by example by playing that position like that? Go on, Lauren. Go on, Lauren. Go on, Lauren. Oh, it's a foul, but okay. Tom saying everyone will say this game is amazing though, as that's the default setting when talking about ladies footy. Well, you won't be getting that from me. You haven't got that from me so far, so you won't be getting it. You will not be getting that from me after 4 times now if it stays like this. I say it is. People might not like it, but I don't care. Go on. Oh, again, Russo the header. Oh, God's sake, he pushed it over the bar the last. That was looping in, that was going to cross the line, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck off, Billy. Fuck off. I don't care anymore. Piss off. The game, as of the 64 minutes, yeah, it is. It's simple as that, basically. And that shot from Millie Bright summed it up, basically. That summed it up perfectly. Again, could have taken it down on her foot. There's time, all the time in the world to take it down on her foot. Just go. Come on, can we punish him for that? No, can we get George off as well? Once and for all, just get her off the pitch. She ain't doing fuck all in a positive sense for us. If anyone brings up the fact that he scored a penalty, it's a retake for fuck's sake. Because I got fucking boss, we dive for it. You know, let's get George Stanway off. He isn't doing anything to help us out here. He doesn't want to be on the pitch. He clearly doesn't want to be there. Her body language is showing that for me. Because Warman just sounds on the pot. If Haiti had a smidgen of quality, they'd be in front. Yeah, that's the scary thing about this game. How this game's gone so far. And Speed says not enjoyable to watch. Nope, not in the slightest. And we're winning for fuck's sake. We're winning, and it's not enjoyable to watch. Off, get her off. Get her off. Very poor by Chelsea girls. And Bright getting nervous every time Haiti come forward. Yeah, exactly. They don't even hold neither of them. Carter and Bright when it comes to the back line are holding their positions even. They're getting constantly caught out of position every time Haiti attack. And Srina's just going la 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 la. It's still got the clean sheet. La 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 la. Everything's okay. Got to keep Emma Hayes happy. La 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 la. It's pissing me off. The entire team. But again, the only one that's really turned up for me tonight or this morning, sorry, is Russo. Mary Earps obviously said nothing to do apart from that one shot on target. But from the outfield perspective, the only one that's actually turned up and is constantly there, performance-wise in a positive sense, has been Russo. So I can vouch I'm not anti-women's football. Obviously, anyone that's a regular on this channel will know that, Tom, because obviously you come to you're in every stream. Men's watch-alongs, women's watch-alongs, you name it, you're there. And you've never spoke negatively of the women's game in a negative sense whatsoever. If a game's poor, a game's poor. I'll say it, and hopefully I expect you guys to be honest as well. And so far, this game has been poor. So don't have to worry, Tom. Myself and the guys, everyone in this chat will have your back. Just going to put Andrew in the group chat one sec. Well, as you can see, as I've done it, how much the second half you've watched, if you've watched the entire second half or not, but trust me, you haven't missed much. If anything, this is what you're seeing in this second half is only a taste of what is worse, or this is worse actually than what we saw in the first half. And the only reason we scored in the end, Andrew, just to give you a heads up, I don't know if you saw the goal or not, it was from a retaken penalty, basically, from Georgia Stanway. Not even a Russo penalty or anything like that. Georgia Stanway missed the initial penalty. It had to be retaken because keeper encroached or whatever. But we've been poor. The only player that's turned up so far in the England team from the outfield perspective is Russo. Everyone else, all the other 9 players in the outfield perspective have been absolutely woeful. Oh, fuck off, Chloe. Most of the games have been decided by penalties. How can anyone say it's good with a straight face? Exactly. Exactly. I want to cry. That's all I'm going to say on this. Oh dear. Says it all. This chat went from being very active in the first half, but no matter what, like really being open and active about it in the first half. No matter how bad the game was, we were just constantly back and forth with each other. Sam's popped out, he's dropped out. Yeah, pretty much anyone that was in there in the first half was basically dropped out, apart from obviously Emerson and Tom and now Ange. Everyone else is like, you know what, we've got better things to do. We need to, this ain't worth our time, hassle and stress. Oh, fuck off. It's giving the ball away so cheaply again. I think people may be applying that if you haven't started slave feeling, possibly. But then there's the ones that have probably oh, that have dropped out and all that from the chat in the first half. They were saying similar things and all that. So I'm obviously audio is saying it obviously. I'm not gonna sit here and be nicey about the bloody bird. All right, and the ones that obviously were interacting with us they're backing up and saying it as it was as well. So it's what it is though. As I say, I think it's more so the game's so fucking poor performance wise. Just going, you know what, we're just going to go off and do our own thing for the day. We'll come back for the Arsenal game later and hopefully be better than this. Because no one's upset. I've checked that. That's all cool. All cool on that side of things. Oh, for God's sake, do something more than just run to the ball line, for fuck's sake. Oh, you know what, Lauren? I'll give up with you as well. Oh, come on. 61% of the ball, 26 in Haiti to Haiti as well. So in the last 10 minutes. Pass it, Chloe. Chloe, there's people to pass it to. Pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it. No. Just, just run into trouble. Just hit and hope and cross, yeah. Oh, pick the player out for fuck's sake. They're getting hit and hope for an ex Greenwood again. The left back today. Seriously. Hit and hope crossing. I'm fucking sick of it. It feels like England are a bit of feeling Haiti haven't laid down for them. Let it be clear. Haiti are not good, but neither. But their effort has been yeah, rival. Yeah, can't fault them. Again, they've got like in any game, the underdog in terms of in this case Haiti. They've got nothing to lose, so they're going to turn up and try and cause an upset if they can, and make it as hard as possible for the opposition. The build-up is so slow. Oh, Dave, oh, you know what? I'll give up. She's done nothing wrong. She's been our best player all match. Yeah, she hasn't scored, but she's been the only one that's turned up tonight. That's pissed me off. I'm sorry, that's pissed me off. Daily like for like swaps. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Like for like. No, let's not change the formation a bit and mix things up a bit and add an extra body up front. Oh, no. Like for like. Positional wise. That's it. And when Rachel Day doesn't score, by the way, when she doesn't score, I want to see the justification in the next game when suddenly she's starting for us. I want to see that justification then, because she won't score. She won't. She'll do fuck all. What's it against Portugal? That's poor Suna's part. The only player that turned up today and actually put a proper performance in and asking questions of that defence, testing it, stretching it, testing the goalkeeper as well, asking questions of the goalkeeper constantly. The only player that's done that, you just took her off. Not good enough. I'm not happy. Yeah, sounds about right. Emerson sounds about right with fucking James as well. I've got to say nothing bad about her compared to Chelsea. Pick a player out for fuck's sake. Look, you had the space, you had the time. Oh, player in white. I'll aim for you, not the goalkeeper. Although a clean sheet is likely, I'm disappointed in the defence, playing like they assume they're nothing. Yeah, basically. Arrogance. And even as the game's gone on, when they realise they've actually got a game in their hand, they haven't sorted themselves out. And that goes again. I mean, one of them's our captain, meant to be our captain. Obviously, he's vice captain in general, but she's our captain for this tournament, Millie Bright, and she's not. She's just as bad as everyone else, and she's not rectifying her mistakes. She doesn't realise, oh, we're in a game here. What is she as a captain? What is she actually offering compared to Leah? It begs the question then. And obviously, when we've got a fully fit squad and Leah's available, how was Millie Bright picked as a vice captain? Other than the fact that she plays for Chelsea and Emma Hayes, why was she picked as vice captain? Because she's done nothing in this game to suggest and justify her being a vice captain for this team. Because she hasn't led by example. She hasn't rectified her own mistakes or rallied the team up and calmed things down and got things going again. That's from that perspective, like Leah would. Early Doors Football TV back again says, I haven't missed much then. I had more drama watching the kettle boil for a cup of tea. Basically, yeah. Nothing's changed. Russo, before she got hooked off before he came back on, mate, she was causing, she had 4 shots in the second half, all on target. Test the goalkeeper and all that. She was doing her job. She's the only one in the second half that's actually stood out in a positive sense. Everyone else has gone hiding and actually got worse. She's the only one that's actually stood up and been counted this morning, sorry. And she's been hooked off of Rachel Daly. And I guarantee Rachel Daly will do fuck all these last few minutes of this game. She won't do anything, but she'll somehow try and justify starting her in the next game. I guarantee it. And that will piss me off even more. Because you're then punishing a good performance. What it was a good performance from Russo. All but apart from putting the ball in the net from Russo's point of view, so he did everything else spot on. No one else has done that today. I made a hand laugh at me. Well, I didn't. Obviously, this comment here made her laugh at least. Oh dear. I will say this: it can't be any worse. The game later on between Arsenal and United cannot be worse than this, surely. From an entertainment perspective, it can't be worse than this. 1-0 against fucking with all due respect, not just minnows, fucking part-timers. This ain't a full-time job for them. As I said, a year ago, we're in the Euros, we're put up against part-timers. We're winning 8-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, whatever. We battered Sweden, a professional team. What was it, the second best team in the world at the time? Almost 1-1. Almost 1-1. Earns her stripes there by literally last minute save there. Jesus Christ. I do think they're going to score. I honestly do. Because again, where's the defence there? And again, that was Millie right side, by the way. Where the fuck was she? Fucking joke. Attempts at goals 16-5. Attempts on target 9-2. Joke. Shouldn't be that close at all. All day they had a header. It says a header. Same outcome as Russo. But that'll justify it now. That'll be justified. That'll be the justification to use the starter in our next game later on in the week. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, for God's sake, touch a donkey. God. And doesn't know it's Jules Stanway sitting on the pitch. Why is Jules Stanway, along with a few others, still on this pitch, but Russo got hooked off? That's what I'm saying. I hate it when managers do like subs in this situation. Hate it. No point. Mix up a bit. Against these sort of teams, you mix it up. You change the formation. You make a tweak to the formation and set the other. Not this malarkey crap. Oh, well, we're winning 1-0. And she's a goal scorer, so I've got to keep her on. She's based from Bayern Munich now. Fuck off, she's being shit. She doesn't want to be on the pitch. Her body language is woeful, along with everyone else on that pitch now. You've just shown you've got your favourites. That's also in the shown, by the way. Yet again, she has favourites. That no matter what, no matter how poor they are, they will stay in the pitch now. And if I'm Russo, I'll be fuming that I've been hooked off before the likes of Georgia Stanway today. Maybe Nike will start sending her goalkeeping top after his performance. They better start doing that. Switzerland up, opens up. But my point is the system she started with hasn't worked. For 84 plus minutes, it has not worked. No matter what anyone wants to say, well, yes, we're winning 1-0. But it hasn't worked. The majority of this team has been fucking woeful. I'm being blunt now. It shouldn't have to hold a 1-0 lead either. That's responding to Spencer's comment in the chat, Bronco's comment. I shouldn't have to hold a 1-0 lead against Haiti, for fuck's sake. This game should have been dead and buried. 5 and 6, etc. Goals, nil, whatever. We should not be only just getting over the line against Haiti, with all due respect. My point is, so tactics haven't worked. The formation hasn't worked. The only reason we're winning is because of a penalty that was given from a handball. It had to be retaken because the goalkeeper reclosed once he saved the ball and set an initial penalty. What else can I say? So has to, in that instance, you have to, as a manager, any manager worth their salt has to then tactically switch things up a bit. Don't do like fucking subs or striker for a striker, things like that, or midfielder for a midfielder. You add a bit more quality to your attack or whatever. Do something to change it, to show you're willing to try and change things and get a more positive outcome in the performance and all that. She hasn't done that. All she's done is like for like. Lauren Hemp for Lauren James. Winger for winger. Russo for Daly. Striker for striker. And Russo was one of arguably our best players today. Yeah. Majority of this team, Jules Stanway being one of them. Walsh has been poor today as well. Chloe Kelly's got worse at the game. It started off all right, but it's got worse as the game's gone on. The defence has been mentioned before by Tom. Crap. One of them in part vice captain / captain, Minnie Bright. Crap. Greenwood. Crap. But they're on the pitch still. They are on the pitch still, ahead of the best player on the pitch. And from an English perspective today. Join the vote before where I'll be saying things about this team that people won't like. That's fair enough. I'll be tuning in. I'll be tuning in. Either way, I'll tune into that. I'll be tuning into the show anyway. So, oh dear. People can say, "Oh, it's first game nerves." Look at some of the other games in this tournament so far. It's first game nerves and all that. Should be again. We're playing part time to fuck's sake. It shouldn't be a first. It should be first game nerves. You're playing literally one of the easiest teams in the competition. We've just seen going before kick-off this game, Japan obliterate their opposition 5-0. We've seen the USA beat their minnow team 3-0. It could be more apparently. If you're winning, it technically has one. But the only reason we're winning is because of a handball in the first half from a corner. It wasn't down to any sort of brilliance from our side of things. It was just more luck than anything that a corner got whipped in, and defender stupidly, once from their perspective, had her hands up like that. If her hands like that, if it weren't for that, this would be 0-0. And even then, when we got the penalty, the initial penalty was missed. Georgia Stanley missed the penalty. It was saved by the goalkeeper. It had to be retaken because the goalkeeper came in for a line, it showed. That's the only reason we're winning. From an open play perspective, it hasn't worked. In general, it hasn't worked. And yes, we're winning 1-0, but it's more luck than anything for the general scheme of this game. If the men put this exactly, Tom, exactly. If the girls want to be held to the same standard in terms of financial gain as well and all that, they need to be held to the same standard in terms of performance-wise. I remember 2010, South Africa World Cup in 2010 under Capello, the men's team. We were woeful in that group stage. How we got out of that group stage, I don't know, because we were just shockingly awful. Or was it? I think now 1-0 against the USA. Rob Green mistake. 4 minutes added on. Okay, cool. 1-0 against the USA. 0-0 against Algeria. Was it Algeria we played? 0-0, and Rooney had a kick-off because the fans were booing. The fans had travelled out of booing. He had a kick-off and down the camera on ITV. And then a scrappy 1-0 win. Jermaine Defoe winner. and then we got pumped in the knockout round against fucking Germany, the youngest team in the competition, and they got raked over the coals in that. That's the same in the group stage, but especially they got absolutely torn a new one because we made such hard work of it to the point we had to play Germany in the knockout round and we got pumped out of it. So they have to be held. The girls here have to be held to that same standard. They have been woeful. I'm being polite about it. They've been absolutely woeful. It's pathetic. These are the teams in the group. If you look at our group, this is the team we should be obliterating more than anyone. The other two teams are be the teams that give us more competition, not this team. Sorry, the other two teams I meant to be doing this to us, not Haiti, and that should be concerning. I mean, the fact that they've tried to score from a corner there, by the way, straight from a corner, literally trying to catch Mary Earps out, says it all. I don't mind 1-0 wins when the game is entertained, but this has just been a boring 1-0 game. It's been boring, both. It's been boring because we just, again, I think it's more of an arrogance thing from the girls in general, thinking, oh, we're European champions, we are England. This is Haiti, they're part-timers, we're full-timers. We'll push them off the park, basically. And even though it hasn't, at no point has it shown that to be the case. They haven't got their head out their asses and tried to rectify that. And then the manager doing what she's done, subs-wise, 9 coming off for James. Okay, I'm cool with that. The only other sub she's made was then after that was bringing Rachel Daly on for Russo. Again, nothing against Rachel Daly. But Alyssa Russo's done nothing wrong in this game whatsoever. Been the best player on the pitch in an England shirt. But she's been hooked off. Georgia Stanway hasn't stepped up. Captain Minnie Bright hasn't stepped up. Kira Walsh, Sigua, hasn't stepped up. Chloe Kelly got worse as this game's gone on. Lucy Bronze, non-existent defensively. Greenwood, non-existent. The only other player that can hold our head up high in this game is our goalkeeper against Haiti. It's a joke. We're about 2.5 minutes into this injury time, by the way. Sorry. Didn't think I'd be ranting today. Honestly, didn't think I'd be ranting, but here's what it is. Bronco, you're basically right, but England are only ahead because of a foul. Yeah, that's my point. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah. The only best of excitement will be exactly. That's concerning. I hope they don't over-celebrate if the scoreline stays the same. They should be worried. They'd be ashamed of themselves. The only two players that should be happy that they've got the win over in the end is Alicia Russo, because of a performance that's justified that she can celebrate because she's been our best player on the outfield perspective, and Mary Earps in goal because she's kept it in our favour. Accountability. That's my point. No one's going to take. No one will. We're going to go full time. We'll come back to the studio. Laura Woods, Aluko, and I can't remember the name now. Basically, the ITV pundits, they're all going to be like, "Oh, well, we didn't play well, but we got the result. So it's one. Even though we didn't play great, we got the result. That's 3 points on the board. We move on now to so and so." No, that should not be the attitude. Because like we've mentioned in this chat, it is now full time on my screen, by the way. But if this was a men's team that played like this, it'd be anarchy. Twitter would be going ablaze. Social media would be going ablaze as well. The pundits would be ripping into them. It's an absolute joke. But it is full time. It is 1-0. We have won the game. Got 3 points on the board at least, but do we deserve it? No. The only ones that can say they do from their own individual performances were Mary Earps and Russo. Aside from that, everyone else didn't turn up today, or did turn up briefly and then got worse as the game went on. And I'm sorry, I will call out. I'm going to call it manager for this as well. When it mattered in that second half, he didn't make the big calls. He didn't make the big calls when they needed to be made. Georgia Stanway should not be on that pitch. Georgia Stanway, goal scoring that penalty or not in the end, should not be on that pitch and in the full-time whistle. She was fucking woeful. Everything I've seen from Georgia Stanway since she's gone to Bayern Munich, I saw today, and it's not in a good sense. But she's on the pitch. She finishes the game. Kira Walsh just wins the Champions League, ranked the most expensive English player in history, and he's playing at Barcelona. Didn't play like that today. Lauren James comes on, can't cross the ball for the life of her. Every cross, straight to the goalkeeper, straight to the goalkeeper, straight to the goalkeeper, straight to the goalkeeper. Lauren Hemp, non-existent. Everything you expected to do, didn't do. Woeful. Chloe Kelly started off all right, second half, caught up with everyone else and crap. Lucy Bronze, offensively and defensively, woeful. Non-existent offensively, defensively, non-existent. Out of position all the time, getting caught out, making mistakes. Same many right, the so-called captain of this team, woeful. At no point does she, as a captain, do what Leah would do. And constantly, 4 or 5 times in that second half, she got caught out of possession. And we could have lost that game if we went for that. If we went for Mary Earps, we would have lost that game. Because of constantly Millie Bright and the defence being constantly getting pulled out of position and getting caught out constantly to the point where they're getting getting past and having shots at Mary Earps constantly to the point where they even believed they could do it, but the score directly from a corner being taken and whipping it into the goal. Even Earps saves were shots directly at her. But one of them shots, if you can call it a shot, was a corner. At the end there, in the last few minutes, there was a corner came in. The corner, it almost went in. If she hadn't stayed on the line and been alert, that could have gone in as well. That's my point. Apart from Mary and Alicia, everyone else in that team should be ashamed of themselves that played today. Rachel Daly's come on today, by the way. He actually had a header at goal, but it was a box-handed header at the goalkeeper. And I know for a fact Serena's now going to try and justify starting her ahead of Alicia in the next game. I know for a fact that's going to really piss me off because he did nothing. She did nothing. Apart from that header, what did Rachel Daly do? Unless you're going to change your formation and tactics for the next game, stick with Alicia. She's actually stepping up for her country. No one else did. Otherwise, you're just going around rewarding bad performances and discouraging good performances, basically. Changing the subject, Arsenal's under-21s lost 2-0 last night in the pre-season friendly against Villarreal. And a concern was the injury to Lewis Kelly and the other 18s up in the action today against Hitchin Town. Okay. Oh, Jack Bills is okay, cool. I think they've had to realise that a Euro's powers in significance because the Americans are the team to beat. Yep. The thing is, we've played America since the Euros. Algeria was at Wembley and all. It was a friendly, whatever. But we did beat them. Yeah, we did beat them and Japan comfortably. I know we didn't have the injuries we have now. We had Beth, we had Leo and all that, and we had Fan and all that. We pretty much had the squad we had in the summer at that time. But you would think going into this with all that, to go into this tournament for the confidence. Oh no! We play Australia again, a friendly that was arranged for Australia as host, with a co-host to sort of show where the levels are with the European champions and all that. and they beat us 3-1. And then since then we've been crap. Since we lost our unbeaten record on Serena Vegran against Australia a couple of months back in March, we've been crap. 0-0 against Portugal. 0-0 in a behind closed doors friendly in Canada. Against Canada, sorry. Before this World Cup got underway. Once they arrived in Australia. 0-0. And then we've only just scraped a 1-0 win against Haiti. The worst team in the group. We've now got China and Denmark ahead of us. I don't know what else to say really on that, but it is what it is. I don't even know when we're playing. Let's have a look now. You should not be smiling. Don't even dare fucking smile. You scored the goal, but fuck off. I'm not in the mood. I'm really not in the mood. All that bullshit. Oh, we're happy for the win. Well, it's been an astounding win. But no. You decided that the arrogance of being European champions and being England and full-timers would get the better of you. And at no point did anyone realise, apart from Musso and Mary Earps, realise that actually no, this is a game we've got here. We need to wake up now. I'm just not in the mood for that bullshit. I'm now just checking when the next game is. 1 second, guys. Friday. Well, next Friday. Oh, nice early one as well. 9:30. This is okay. This is not stupid o'clock in the morning. It's 9:30 on Friday. Okay, against Denmark, though. Denmark, then China. We've got to play a lot better than this. We've literally got 6 days to get ahead, for the players to get the head out the backsides and realise they were lucky today. Oh yeah. So that's going to be interesting on Friday. Nice early. It's early. How is it early on a Friday? It was today, kickoff wise. That's got to be questioned, hasn't it? Surely. Anyway, I'm gonna tap out now. I'm gonna go and get some more coffee inside my system because I'm still not lagging after watching that. I will be back tonight, later on tonight, UK time, about 10:30 kickoff. We're going live about 10 o'clock UK time. Maybe if Tom's around. If Tom is around, he can join me for that one. If he's around, he's available. If he's not doing anything, he's more than welcome to join me. Anyone else wants to join, let me know, and I'll send you a link as well. Kickoff at 10:30. Arsenal versus Manchester United, and the second pre-season friendly of the USA tour. Sorry. Yeah, hopefully we get a better game than there at least. It can't be worse than this, surely. Might even see Declan, Kai, and Timber start tonight. Hopefully, touch wood. Anyone going to the game, by the way, in the States for this game? Good. Hope you enjoy yourselves and all that, and enjoy your evening, basically. Well, from that, anyone that isn't, feel free. I will be setting up the stream in the next hour or so. Sort the thumbnail out and then set the stream up and all that. And I will be going live, as I say, 10 o'clock UK time. Arsenal versus Man United, and then we'll go from there. If you haven't already, though, do smash that like button. Do subscribe to the channel as well. Completely free. If you want to become a member like Tom is, it's 99p or £2.99. £2.99. They are the 2 membership levels. Press the join button on the channel. That'll take you through, and it'll give you the options of, and it's list of what the perks are of being a member, and all that larking, and what your badges will look like, this, that, and the other. And there are a few emojis available to use as a member for the chat as well. But the more members we gain, the more emojis I'll be able to add into that. So more engagement with the emojis as well will be accessible for you guys as well going forward. But it's all down to you as an option as well. It's a month by month thing. You can always step away at any point as well. If financial implications mean you have to, that's cool. It is what it is. But apart from that, as I say, that is a perk of being a member, and all, as I say, the perks are all there listed as you go through. Apart from that, do share link to the channel around as well with all your friends, your family. They're all football fans, or mainly Arsenal fans, obviously, but football fans as well. And we hope to aim for. I want to hit the three. I do want to hit the 3K mark before the season starts. Before August. Well, I say season starts from an Arsenal perspective. So by the time I go live for I won't be going live, but someone else going live for the Arsenal versus Forest game on the 12th of August. I'd love this to be at 3K. That'd be fantastic. And then we just kick on from there. We're in a brand new target kicking on from there, basically. And keep building this channel, keep plugging away, upsetting some people in Spain while we're doing it as well. Brilliant. But apart from that, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you again. As I say, I'll see you again later on tonight in the UK time. UK time wise, 10 p.m. UK time, half hour before kickoff. Yeah, see you soon. As always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you guys.